Fellas, we have a massive treat for you in this video. We're going to be breaking down CLEFF versus Young Kiv in the Zero Chill MCS live event. This is a semifinal matchup, and there's a lot on the line here. There's Madden Bowl on the line. There's a lot on the line here. Obviously the tournament, but also a lot of stuff for MCS points. At this point in the competitive season, Kiv has been just model consistency. He's been to multiple live events pretty much every year, and so he's just kind of stayed consistently good. CLEFF at this point has kind of fallen off, honestly. I believe his last live event was in Madden 22 Next Gen, or no, it was Madden 23. I'm sorry, Madden 23, and I want to say it was the tournament that Dez won, but I can't remember. I want to say it was the tournament that Dez won. I think that was the Thanksgiving event. But in general, CLEFF has not. We didn't see much from CLEFF last year, and up until this point, really haven't seen much from this year as far as MCS is concerned. Now, CLEFF is going to be in the Bucks in the Buccaneers uniforms. Kiv is going to be in the Seahawks jerseys, and we know Kiv as a Seattle fan. One of the things that is you're going to see though is CLEFF is the only one that we've really seen aside from Astro, I believe, that is in the Atlanta bunch, and he is in the Atlanta bunch running bunch offset. He's going to be running a lot of bench pivot with this little return route, kind of some horizontal passing combos. He's going to have verts, halfback under, which we'll see that. And then he does have a couple other plays. But CLEFF, very systematic offensively. He's definitely going to set you up. And Kiv is going to start this out in 6-1. Now, Kiv is going to go to multiple defenses throughout this game, but he's going to start out in 6-1, send 4. It looks like here we get a basic cover 4 quarters. Looks almost like a match concept. And CLEFF is going to, I don't know what this setup is actually. I think this is the trail play with the streak, but he's going to take his drag underneath and just take what the defense gives him to start this game. I think he was in that wide trail. Notice that CLEFF does go on to conservative. If you're not on conservative, I think that you should be. I am on conservative. I think that you pretty much want to be on conservative right now. So anyway, and then snap, match bomb. So CLEFF notices that Kiv is going to be the match first play. He goes to a labbed up match beater, and it looks like this is just verticals. This looks just like verticals with just a streak and a block of the tight end. And look at this, holy match bomb. Look at this inside quarter just go inside, and yeah, let's lurk that match bomb from him. So that is a match beater, cover 4 quarters beater, and CLEFF on the board early, 7-0. So we probably won't see Kiv go to much more match. Kiv is going to be in the Eagles playbook. I'll tell you what, Kiv has always impressed me with the way that he is able to adapt year in and year out. Kiv always adapts really well and always seems to have a good pulse on not just the game in general, but like what works best, the best possible tactics Kiv is probably going to have. So Kiv is rocking, looks like a Ravens theme team here for young Kiv. And CLEFF, let's see, it looks like a Raiders theme team, potentially Ravens theme team, I don't know, but a lot of Zero Chill cards. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. So I said Kiv is going to be in the Eagles. CLEFF is going to be, I'm pretty sure these guys are both in Vikings defensive playbook. CLEFF is going to be starting out in a show blitz 3-4 odd. You see how these safeties kind of expand. So Kiv should be trying to attack the middle of the field. He's throwing some quick dots. Really, that was kind of a risky tight throw. Lucky that one was not at least KO'd. So again, check out these combos. This is pretty standard out of this Eagles book. Love this combo. We just have a little shallow cross concept here. We have this ISO speed out that you have to kind of worry about. And then if you bust coverage here, why is Kiv blocking the tight end? Because blocking the tight end and IDing the opposite side corner is the best way to pick up the 3-4 odd blitz. So if you want pass protection, there you go. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man pressure. This does get picked up. Now Kiv peeks here. This is dead. And take a look here. We have cover 2. And then, yeah, basically just cover 2, pretty much. Cover 2 on both sides. With the user rolling here, Kiv's going to be throwing this drag, you would think. maybe. Yep, eventually. And he throws it. There you go. So it's this drag. Notice that Kiv, did a really good job, I think, with those routes. Those routes space well together. And now he's going to go to this Y side. So I was wondering when he was going to call this play. So what he has is you have a streak and a fade. Pre-snap, if you notice, this alignment right here is really key. This is that show blitz alignment from 3-4 odd. What happens is if this guy is in a quarter or even if this guy's in a half, this is open for an inside pass lead because this defender can't get there. The user has to kind of bail back here. So you're going to have this little drag coming underneath. If these guys all blitz and the user goes here, then you can throw here. If the user goes here, then you can throw up to the tight end. Also, if you get that cover 2 look, this is a glitchy fade, and we are on the short side of the field. So if it's a cover 2, this throw is where you're going to look. So we'll kind of see he is going to send some pressure. And notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice that the 5-man does not come in. Now, at this point right here, this is a touchdown over here. So I'm kind of surprised that Kiv throws this so fast. I think he was thinking he's going to get screamed at. CLEFF switch sticks onto this flat defender. And Kiv is going to throw an inside pass lead to that tight end right in that little pocket that I was talking about. That is something that, against this normal Y-off close, that's one of the throws that makes normal Y-off close so difficult to stop because it can attack the middle of the field, really probably the best out of any formation in the game. It's really predicated on middle of the field, intermediate passing, kind of in that 10 to 20 yard seam area and middle of the field area. Really, in between the numbers passing is really what normal Y-off close I think does the best. So whereas bunch and that stuff, those are more so like corner routes and outside passing. I love this combo. If he's going to go to it here, okay, I don't love this combo, actually. Okay, it is a motion out, speed out. So this is cool. So this is a little freestyle play out of the sail, but he has a fade. He has a little speed out over here. He's blocking his tight end, and then he has kind of some backside check down reads over the middle of the field. So the read is really this fade right here. CLEFF is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's sending 5 mostly. He's not sending 6 as much. But this is just basically send 5, cover 2. This looks to be like a 5-yard hook curl. This is an inside quarter, I would think. Inside quarter. And then he's switch sticking onto these outside guys to carry any kind of fade. But he's able to do a really good job there. But Kiv has the combo he needs, catches it, and he is going to get a touchdown. Really nice route combo by Kiv, honestly. Putting that inside quarter in, a lot of conflict with that slot post. You don't see that kind of route from this formation really that much, to be honest. So, all right, second drive for these two gentlemen. And Kiv is now going to be in 3-3-5 odd. And, ooh, look at this. Look at this right here. So CLEFF's going to send 5 out. So I know like it is against 5 out, but watch this screen. This is a 4-man pressure from Kiv. Actually, technically, I guess it is 5. But I think this still comes in if it's 4. But anyway, look at that thing screen, right? CLEFF makes a good read over the middle, quick, hot read. And this is what CLEFF has been doing all tournament. This is the play that CLEFF is kind of fundamentally, like I'll call this his Lombardi sweep, his power play, his main play, his yard gainer is really this bench pivot play that he continues to hit. Here he's going to go to spacing switch. This is a really weird route combo. He has a crosser and then like a I think this is a stem down post. I'm not sure why he likes this play, because it really attacks the same spot as bench pivot. I guess it's just a different person attacking that spot. This is open, though. Can you throw that? He's trying to, I think. No, he just throws it away. Yeah, I don't know why he likes that play. He doesn't call that a ton, but he does call that probably 2 to 3 times a game, that spacing switch play, and I don't see why it's that good for him. I'm not sure exactly why he wants to do that. Okay, so one of the problems with 3-3-5 odd, one of the challenges, is it's a rather cumbersome setup. It really is. Like, it's hard. There's a lot of like finagling that you have to do pre-snap to set this up properly. I think no, he's staying in this 3-3-5 odd. Goes to crossfire. Nice verticals call from CLEFF. He's going to get out of there. And these guys are just busting each other right now, honestly. This is just a back and forth game. Really, Kiv is, I mean, I think that they're almost over adjusting and then they're offensively taking advantage of one another. Like, that's not bad defense, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We also haven't seen a lot of bunch offset this year, to be honest, at the live events. Kiv going to start out with a jet touch pass, trying to get that, taking advantage of the 3 for odd being a compressed defense, trying to get the edge with that that jet touch pass. Again, notice the positioning of the safeties. I'm surprised he doesn't go to Y-Sail every time. I mean, it's very difficult to stop Y-Sail with this. He is calling a cover 2 beater. CLEFF doesn't run cover 2 there. So it's a lot of this right here where they're like, it's kind of interesting to watch this game because these two guys have been doing it for so long. They've played one another a lot. They know each other's tendencies. And what's really interesting is they're kind of like trying to attack, trying to go for the throat every play. It seems, especially Kiv. Like these route combos, I think Kiv just realizes that CLEFF is going to do the same thing until you force him not to. And so he is forcing him not to. I'm not sure, but you just don't see plays like this. Like look. Why does he put the smoke screen here? Because CLEFF has I don't know if that's a 30-yard cloud. I don't know what this zone is. This is definitely, I think it's just a basic cloud flat. But why does he put that there, right? You never see a smoke screen in a streak. You know, in this route combo was a cover 2 beater on both sides of the field. Like, it's just interesting to watch them play because they're really just kind of like, especially Kiv is really just going for the one play touchdown. When I'm just kind of surprised. That was an incredible user. So I think what CLEFF did is he has this user manned up here. This is incredible. He's going to manually bump him, which is really hard to do, but he's going to, in my opinion, he's going to manually bump him, and then he's going to switch stick off, and this Gronkowski is going to stay attached. See that? Right there. Now he's able to switch stick down here. This is a 5-out play, so he's getting edge pressure in free. There's really nothing to throw, right? Kiv gets fortunate that that's not intercepted. Maybe a little bit, half a second later on that read, and that's a pick 6. So that's really good defense right there from CLEFF on that Y-Sail play. Y-Sail is the play to me that is the most effective against this defense, just because of his ability to be able to attack the seam so easy. I love this combo right here. So Kiv is anticipating that this is a hard flat cover 2. If it's not, which is really important, let's say it's a cover 3, then obviously this is a free first down. So he's putting, kind of a stress over here. And then if I was him, I'm not sure why he's not either streaking the tight end or blocking the tight end. The drag to me doesn't help him a ton. I guess it does over here, and kind of holds the user down, but it's fine. It's just the problem is when you send 5 out against 2 for odd, you're probably going to get yelled at, as you'll see here. So you see, getting yelled at, kind of. He actually gets a little bit of time, but notice here, cover 2. So this R1 throw is dead. But if he waits on this is actually a really good switch stick. But notice Kiv throw this on time, and he throws it just a little. I think that was honestly a bad pass lead. But technically, CLEFF wasn't in position, even though he did switch stick properly. And Kiv going to take 3 here. Kind of surprising. I think this is Kiv just basically probably just saying it's early. And probably just anticipating that he can get a stop. I'm not sure. So I feel like both of these guys are playing really fast, too. I also would say that. They're both playing really fast as we're just loading here. All right. We're back. All right, here it is again. There's that. See, that's stem down. And look at this pressure that Kiv is going to get right here. Look at this pressure real quick. Maybe, if the game will let us. All right, here we go. So this is double mug. This is what I've been trying to tell people this for months. This is a Sim 4. This comes in free. Look at this. If you don't set up pass pro, that's free. That's a send 4, and it's almost instant pressure. Like it's just you see there. I mean, you see like that's hard to be on top of things there. I mean, that's an uncomfortable defense to play. Very uncomfortable. I'm kind of thinking of getting back into some double mug. I got some ideas for some coverages out of it. All right, so here CLEFF hasn't gone to this play much through the tournament, but this is the one cheat motion play in bunch offset. It's a little cheat motion wheel. And then really what I think he's trying to do is this is what I call a constraint play, where it's a little bit of a tendency breaker. It's a little bit of just making them be kind of stay disciplined on their defensive adjustments. Because if Kiv's manning this up, or if this is cover 2 over here, this is a touchdown. So basically, how does Kiv stop this? This has to be a quarter. Like it has to be a quarter or a third. So you'll see here, if you watch right off rip, watch, boom, you get the third here. Okay. Now what this does is, again, a little bit of a tendency breaker, but you could have put the running back to the flat and run it in. That's not a bad idea. But also you see his eyes progressing here. It's a great switch stick from Kiv. He's got to step up, take his drag. Good completion. I do believe that they kind of toned down the KOs, honestly, which I'm not a huge fan of because now I just don't feel like KOs are very good anymore. Like I feel like you still need them, but they're not as good in a lot of ways. Here, CLEFF goes to verticals again, sends 5 out, gets screamed at. This is why I like double mug. This might be why Kiv went to double mug, because you don't really have to do anything to get that pressure. Like it's just a send 4, but it's basically instantaneous pressure. If you have a fast defensive in there and you have a good user in the hover, notice where Kiv's hovering, right? He's hovering in the A gap. Super important to get that edge pressure. Now CLEFF going to go back to this cheat motion play. Same exact setup. Now look, Kiv goes cover 2 here. This is a touchdown over the top. And honestly, look, touchdown, 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 not thrown. And it ends up being a throwaway. This is a huge play to me, because this is the whole reason you call this play, is because if they ever call cover 2, you bust them. But look at the pressure. CLEFF feels this. There's no real pressure threat. Honestly, this is just a misread. He's probably, I will say, even though users over, I mean, gosh, this is just a terrible misread, but you could be anticipating a switch stick here, but ultimately it's just a misread, and it shows that at the top of the top echelon of Madden players, you're going to miss reads, right? You're going to miss reads. So you see there, one of the best Madden players of all time, probably two top 10 Madden players of all time, and CLEFF missed a wide open touchdown, right? So it just shows you, you know what I mean? I actually like this play. He is going to this a lot more. I think the reason he's going to this more is because he's playing double mug. So there's that 4-man. Again, you set pass pro, then you're normally fine. But now look here, Kiv switch sticks to it, but then instantly switch backs. This is still a touchdown, right? But CLEFF's eyes have already gone away from it, and this is an amazing, honestly amazing switch stick onto that hook curl and play that. Big time interception from Kiv. And is he going to be able to get back in? That was very close to being a pick 6. That is such a good, because he goes from this, so he like fakes, watches fakes here, switch sticks on the hook curl, takes the drag, and then stays back on him. He actually switch sticked off the linebacker and then back on the linebacker, and was able to play that backside dig. So that was a really, really nice play from Kiv. And again, 2 consecutive missed touchdowns on CLEFF's part. 2 consecutive missed touchdowns. Baker going to throw it away here. One of the real beauties of Eagles is not only do you have this amazing normal off close, but you also have trip side and flex just for fun. So this is about 15 flat routes. I don't love that combo. I feel like that's a real quick hitting route. You can't really. It's fine. It's a fine combo, but I don't know if I love it. I guess it puts the user in conflict, because if the user jumps to the whip, you have the post. He technically had the whip, but the whip it develops so fast when it's a hot routed whip that I think it's honestly a little bit of like, you didn't really need to do all that, but no big deal. Motion post for Kiv probably here. Yep. Standard motion post red zone setup. It's got a very good touchdown. So we have 17-14. It kind of shows that Kiv, that field goal doesn't really ultimately end up hurting him, at least yet. And I'm trying to remember who had ball first. I think CLEFF had ball first, so Kiv is going to get ball out of half, which is probably another reason why he ended up taking 3. All right, let's sorry, I missed that first play. Back that up and see what CLEFF ran on first down. CLEFF's got to get back to this bench pivot play. That's his main play. Like, it really is. All right, here we go. Oh, that's all we see. Well, I guess that's why I missed it. Also, this PA cheat switch dig, the play action. The other thing I didn't say is the play action blocking can kind of neutralize that double mag pressure a little bit. It can neutralize some of that. So what is this setup? It's verticals with a drag. I don't know what this setup is. It's definitely verticals. It's basically a table, a drag, a crosser. There he is going to hit this against cover 2. It's a nice little hole shot. And CLEFF is finally going to make Kiv pay for calling cover 2 3 consecutive times. I'm actually shocked that Kiv continued to call cover 2, because that was touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. That was 3 out of the last 4 plays. Kiv ran cover 2 on that bunch side and basically gave a free touchdown up. Honestly, I'm just really surprised that he did it again and again and again. Not sure why. Not sure why you like cover to the bunch. Most people don't even run cover 2 to the bunch side this year. I'm just surprised. Anywho, going to trips. He's got this little RPO. He's going to stem this tight end. Typically, they stem it all the way up if your defense is like pressed up. If your defense is backed off, as CLEFF says, you're going to stem this all the way down and try to just take a little pop pass over here. Now, this isn't the only read on the play, but you're going to look out here. You got a little bubble screen that you can stress them. And if you want to, you can also hand it off. So you got 3 options stretching the whole field. I love this. So you see here, this is the read. This is open. You throw this, throw it, doesn't throw it. So when the stakes are higher, like in an MCS live event, right, I do believe that players tend to be more conservative. They tend to be less progression based, and they tend to almost like not throw scary stuff, with the exception of people like Astro. Astro doesn't care, but like people like Kiv, they tend to throw they try to basically make the game very high percentage offensively, high percentage passing offensively to minimize mistakes and maximize efficiency. So that's something else too to kind of think about. You'll see they'll almost never miss a flat route. Almost never miss a flat route at this level. See right there, Exhibit A. Like they're really, I think if you truly obviously everybody wants a one-play touchdown, but if you were to talk to Kiv, and I don't know, right, but just watching him play for so many years, he almost never misses his flat. But see, then they throw that, and he catches that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick, because there was a reason that Kiv threw this, and I did want to talk about that. So I talked about this before. So this is short side, okay? So what typically happens is, so Kiv is reading that this is cover 2. Now, normally, this is the correct read. If this is a deep half, it could be a quarter. Either way, if it's a deep half or a quarter, this is the correct read. This is a hole shot. The problem is, because the tight end gets bumped and does not threaten this safety, you'll notice that this safety never turns. Look at this. He never truly plays the tight end. This throw also, by the way, I don't know why Kiv highball. This is a free form all the way over here, away from the safety. Yeah, it looks like he's highballing it. I think that was really the mistake. Did he highball that? It really looks like it. But my gosh, he catches it and goes for a touchdown. So how do you argue with that either? But honestly, I think Kiv made a mistake there and didn't pay for it ultimately. So this is what it is. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And we have a 24-21 ball game. It's kind of a crazy game, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That right there, like I said, I think it's actually open if he freeforms it all the way to the left on almost like a back shoulder play. I've taught that throw before against cover two. CLEFF might have been in a matching quarter situation, but I can't think of anything that he would have done other than inside quarter over there, which it's still basically the same throw. So here's that verticals play. And he's going to throw a fade up to Judy, and he's going to catch a fade up to Judy. I want to look at this because CLEFF hit this a lot. Is this just a man press? Yeah, I think this is just man press on the right. It's pretty much man across the board, and this is just a big boy throw from CLEFF, labbed up, lob, catch. Right? People aren't running man KOs; they're running zone KOs. So you go press man like that. That's not really a great ability stack. CLEFF going to go to bunch wide nasty for the first time. Little short post on the right side. Underrated route from that formation. Going to get a KO from Kiv. And Kiv is in that double mug still. And Kiv, I want to say, is showing blitz out of that. Yeah, he's showing blitz out of that. I'm going to go man. Little smash return set up from CLEFF. And again, notice how like the high percentage passing, it's a lot of drags, a lot of whips, flats. Those are the routes that you see at the highest level. Drag, whip, good defense from Kiv, and CLEFF almost throws a D-line pick. That's just back and forth, man. These guys are just back and forth. 4th and 3, biggest play of the game up till this point. CLEFF does get the ball at half, but this is a big play in the game. With 3:27, Kiv is going to get the ball back with potential to go score. If he doesn't get this, goes just stock verticals, and he just mosses him with CeeDee Lamb. It's actually great defense from Kiv. He's pretty much in position, and he just can't make the play on the ball. There's CLEFF's pops. Big Dwayne Wood, Cowboys fan. Very good. Very good. Shot to CeeDee Lamb. Double mug. See, this is that play. Space. I don't know. Why does he like this play? I don't really know why you like that play, CLEFF. I'm really curious. It's basically he's just putting a hot routed post on, stemming it all the way down. It doesn't look very clean to me, but he's ran it probably 4 times this half, I think. Flat route, good read. And I'm telling you, these guys never miss flats. They never miss flat routes. It's a lesson. Layups. There's that whip route. There's that drag route. There's that touchdown. Nice, and that's the play. I'm surprised he has not ran that play more because that is his main play in all the other games that I watched him play. So 2 minutes, 36 seconds left for Kiv. Plenty of time to go down and get some points before half and, kind of mitigate the fact that CLEFF gets ball at half. Little ID of the left corner. And see, here's that play. Watch this. So you get a speed flat. So this is going to get out there quick. I'm not sure exactly why you like a speed out over a comeback. Probably just because this is going to run faster. But then this pivot route is going to run almost too fast. And it's a very fine window that you can throw in this little square here. But it is a cool play, like watch. So like you get blitzed, the hard flat takes that right there. Watch the user. See how the user's here? So then this sharp cutting post is going to kind of get in this back area. So you see how the user's having to make a choice. Am I going to guard here or am I going to guard here? It appears like CLEFF chose the post. So this is the throw right now. He holds the ball. This is why I'm saying a comeback, because you can't really throw this into the boundary on that timing. I think a comeback is probably better, or even just a basic streak, and he's going to have to throw it away. You have 3 routes going into a 5 to 10 yard radius of one another. I don't know that that's effective, but it is a good blitz beater. Again, just kind of, and you saw it did stress CLEFF's user. He ends up splitting the difference and using it pretty well. Triple shot in motion post, just a very, very powerful play in this game. And is this a motion? Okay, motion over speed out. I actually like this. So he's going to motion over speed out. I feel like he's going up too much on this. But he's also, he's not worried about the clock. I'm not sure why. I guess you're just, look at this. This is is this a cloud flat, or is that a third? Probably a third, maybe. So he rolls the coverage. Yeah, good throw by Kiv. Yeah, good throw. See, that's what I'm saying, man. So the speed outs are sketchy. CLEFF ends up getting the pick. That's a big pick for him. This is a big, big turnover because This puts Kiv on his heels. Really does. All right, second and 10 for CLEFF. What do you do first down? See, there's that vertical setup again. Like I think what that is that's just that's just a constraint theory play where CLEFF is just saying I'm trying to take advantage of you being in cover two situation, so I'm gonna try to attack. It does look like Kiv is in cover four or 6-1. So here's your out route. Good. There's the whip. Tight end gets stuck. This is the read, but can't really throw that. That's a hard throw to make. That's a crazy throw to make. That's a crazy throw. That's a crazy throw to make. I guess he might have saw that he had a penalty on him. Hopefully that's why he threw that. That was a wild throw. I've been saying all half. They don't normally throw these. They normally throw like high percentage passes. Also, watch the defense from Kiv, though. This is really fascinating. But if you watch, really from both sides, but especially from Kiv is playing to take away these layup throws without giving up the touchdown. Like, he's actually playing really good defense, in my opinion. It's just hard to get stops. And I mean, you see like that. He must have manned that up. That's a good read from CLEFF. But again, they never miss flats. They literally almost never miss layup throws. Like if you learn, hopefully you're learning from this. Like I make this mistake so many times where I'm like staring down my post or I'm trying to hit my corner route or whatever, and I just miss my underneath. I just miss it. They always hit it. They always hit the underneath route every time. That is a huge takeaway for me. They don't always hit the touchdown. We saw CLEFF miss 3 consecutive touchdowns, right? They don't always hit their open 3-point shots. They always hit their open layup shots. Always. Right there again, you see. So that's one of my big takeaways from the tournament that I got to work on myself is just having the discipline and having the eyes to see the layup, eyes to see the backdoor cut, eyes to see the layups. Because layups are easier to make than threes, right? Even though wide open threes are easier to make than wide open intermediate shots, in my opinion, wide open layups are still the easiest shot to make in the game. So I'll talk a lot about that. Both sides of the ball. Defensively, you need to be able to take away the layups. So you see here, right? Look, layup, throw. He takes this away good. Takes this away good. He's got a user this. This is honestly the throw. He actually is underneath it a little too much. CLEFF, though, getting screamed at on a 4th and 1, throws it. Catches it, and there's your KO. That time Kiv does get the KO on the crosser, whereas the previous drive he gave up the touchdown or gave up the first down on that situation. So now 28-24, Kiv, all is well that ends well. He's back in a good position here. Goes out to this 5 wide. Again, he's going to stem this up. Now notice one of the things that I tend to do, and a lot of people run these right at 10. Kiv is running these at about 12 to 15. That could be good or bad. I'm not sure. We've seen him throw a pick on it. We've also seen him complete a lot of them. So, and this is that why sail play. So why is he running this motion out? What's the goal here? There could be a potential touchdown to CeeDee Lamb over the top, and that might be why the added depth there. I'm not 100% sure because this is one of those routes you don't really see. But here's that cover 2 again from CLEFF. This is pretty consistent here at this point. Good check down to the drag. CLEFF running a lot of cover 2. All right. So now, is that 4th? What the heck just happened? Oh, there's a replay. That's what happened. Sorry. My bad. All right. All right. Kiv's got ball. Flipping his formation. He's in normal close pretty much 80% of the game, which is about what I'm in, honestly. Now, right here, this is what he does. I don't know why. So this is the route combo, which I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. Like, it just seems like this is basically a shot play because Clef runs a lot of cover two. And then you have a cover two beater on this side, and you have a cover two beater on this side. I'm just not sure why he goes to this, other than just to try to bomb cover two, and maybe just to get. But you don't give yourself. I don't feel like he's given himself other real options. Like, that's not really a read, right? I mean, it is, but it isn't. And then over here, this corner route is going to get open. But this is a fairly, like, you obviously in this situation switch here. Clef ends up switching here, and then he's trying to get over here late. And you see, I mean, he's ran that play a couple times. And it just seems to me that it's basically just a shot play for cover two. And Clef actually ran cover two that time, and he still didn't able to hit it. So I just don't love that play call personally. But I mean, you know, obviously Kiv's there and I'm not, and there's a reason why he went to it. But to me, it just doesn't seem like. It seems like he's kind of getting a little too niche on that play call for what Clef's doing, and Clef is doing just enough with switch stick to kind of avoid. He's got other good plays, and I don't think with the clock where it's at, like, why try? I don't know for sure why he did that. Maybe he's trying to just get a one play touchdown before half because of the score. Not sure, but it was a very specific cover two beater, and Clef ran cover two, and Kiv wasn't able to beat cover two, so. To me, that just those routes are, I don't know. It just seemed like they just didn't work for what he wanted it to do. I think he was really trying to beat cover two there. First time, I'm pretty sure the first time all game we've seen him go to bunch X nasty. Now notice what he's going to do. I bet you it's a cover two beater on both sides. It is. So you have a tight end streak and a good timeout by Clef there. He was going to have a cover two beater on both sides again. So Kiv is really kind of, to a degree, playing to take the top off the defense with this clock right here, because he doesn't have a ton of time. He's trying to get a big play before half is what it seems like. Here's another one. We'll see. Does he get this? So this is basically Clef's strategy to defend this play right here, which isn't a bad strategy. The throw goes here now. He's a second late. Yeah. It's crazy that Clef's done this pretty similar adjustments most of this game. It's basically just send 5 out of 3-4 odd with a cover 2 shell behind it. Those could be quarters or halves. I'm just not 100% sure in this year's game because zones are so bad. It's hard to really tell, in my opinion. It's probably quarters. If I had to guess, it's probably quarters. But anyway, 28-27, 11 seconds, and we're just going to go in a half here. Clef's going to take a shot, and verticals, running back table. Takes that, and 6 seconds. This should just be prevent defense from Kiv, and this should just be what in the world did we just watch? I can't even tell you what happened. Look at this. And that's Randy Moss. Now, there's a thing to this on Next Gen Madden. I did want to talk about this. So, I want to say it was Cole Bolts, and I want to say it was Madden 23, where there was this basic theory that when you would press these bigger corners, they would just get burned because the way the movement system worked, they could not turn around fast enough and get back. It appears he might have been onto something because look at this. Number one, I mean, he show blitz. I don't know what exactly he does. So this is a third. Dude, it's really hard to tell what this is. I'm almost positive this is an outside quarter. And he just runs by him. Look at that. Now, what's hard to tell also is what else is he... Like, what... I would love to know what he called. I can't think of any... I think this is either an outside third or an outside quarter that pressed and just didn't do its job. And I'm almost positive this is an outside quarter. Or maybe it's a press deep half. I think he deep half this guy to try to make sure he prevented the bomb. This quarter just did not do his job, and this is just a freest touchdown ever. What's crazy is the play before, it was basically the same thing. Check this out. And again, I don't know why this happened. I have no idea. Other than I want to say it's what I'm talking about, where this isn't Randy Moss. So this is, I don't know who this is out here. Is that Ramsey? Yeah. So this is Ramsey. So Ramsey's 6. He's also tall. He's just not as tall as Moss. Watch this interaction here on the right. It's the same basic thing that happens here. Whatever this adjustment is, it's not a soft squat. I know that. It's got to be a quarter. It's the only thing I can think it is. But Ramsey just recovers slightly. Like, you could probably honestly try this throw and you probably don't get burned. I think, and this might even be why, I don't know, it'd be crazy if CLEFF took this touchdown because he knew that he could bomb Moss on the left side. This is, if you wanted an argument to not play Randy Moss at outside corner, that right there is it, because CLEFF just got the freest touchdown before half. In a game where CLEFF gets ball at half, this is a huge mistake. Notice CLEFF flips, he instantly hikes the ball. I feel like he knew this was going to happen. I don't know. But, I mean, it just seems like that he kind of knew Moss was going to dumb out like that. I don't know for sure. It's hard to tell without actually talking to these guys. But my gosh, that was crazy. That was a crazy, crazy, crazy way to end a crazy half. 35-27. And we'll be back with the second half in a minute. Back for second half here. And, I mean, crazy into the first half. And Kiv going to get... Actually, I guess Kiv does get ball at start, which makes it less a problem. I've been messing up on really forgetting who gets ball when, but in these videos. But anyways, so Kiv does get ball, so it's not as bad, but it's still bad that he gave that touchdown up. That's huge for the game. It's gonna be interesting to watch. So, like, look at these adjustments from CLEFF. Like, it's been basically the same, which might be why Kiv is calling this. I don't know exactly what this is, but I think it's literally just a basic cloud. And then we have this these 5-yard hook curls. Here, it looks like he mans this up. And this is probably a quarter. I think these are quarters. Almost positive that those are quarters. So those are kind of the standard adjustments that CLEFF is giving Kiv over and over and over again. And Kiv obviously is, kind of calling plays specific. And then it really comes down to also one other thing in terms of this defense. CLEFF is got his user manned up to the tight end, and he's going to be trying to manually bump him. That's kind of the standard way that it looks like he's defending this formation. So notice how he always users on the tight end side, and it's the show blitz send 5 out of cover 2. So you'll see here. So what's the cover 2? It's going to take this away. You can't throw that. It's going to take away these speed outs is really, I guess, the reason he's doing it. And then see this, I like this from Kiv. Start putting routes like that out there. But this is, problem is too, because he's able to manually take this guy out of the game for 2 reasons. Number one, he's going to bump him. So he's going to manually take him out of the game that way by the manual bump. And then the number 2 thing he's got is his blitz is going to require you to block your tight end. Right, typically. So he really has neutralized the tight end if you think about it. And so this makes it a lot easier. So look, you get the hook curl. Watch. There's that cloud. Here's the cloud over here. I'm almost positive this is a quarter by the way it pinches in. I'm almost positive. So you see, look at how good this is. Unbelievably good defense, even though it's unbelievably simple defense, in my opinion. And then notice what the user is able to do. He's able to have a ton of freedom over the middle of the field. And then this hook curl, like, I don't know for sure why he runs with this. I think maybe it is a deep half and you can throw that late. I'm not sure. But he switch sticks. Oh, I like that. So he switch sticks onto that. Kiv tries it and just trusts it, honestly. Just trusts it. That's crazy. So maybe it is a deep half. It's hard to tell, I think, if it's a quarter or a deep half. It's kind of difficult to tell. This is a crazy dot. Little 5-wide dot. I love that route. That's the little Ant Cap 24, Madden 21, little empty tray stack. Really nice. Okay, so Kiv comes out and really does what he needs to do. He goes for 2. He ties the game up. It's like great recovery from a really bad mistake. And now we get this going. Now notice Kiv changes defenses again. And Kiv now goes to a dollar or a 146/dollar look. And the main thing that to really keep in mind about this look that he's given him, he's manually walking these safeties down. I'm not sure exactly why he's doing that, but I think it's because if you don't, I don't know, you can get bombed with these safeties. They sometimes come down too low. Anyway, the other thing I was going to say is notice where the corners are. See how they're backed off a little bit? They're not pressed. That's going to prevent these big one-play touchdowns on the fades. So you'll see here now, again, now notice that Clef goes back to his bread and butter. He's going to go back to more horizontal strains, trying to get Kiv to call a cover 2. That's then going to open up a big play. So just kind of interesting chess match again. And here Kiv is now going to get into, I don't even know. This is 146. Yeah. 146 crossfire. And I think this is the best way to play defense in this game. These 146 and dollar, I think, are the best two defenses, in my opinion, just because they limit the big plays. They make you have to work a little bit. I do think 3-4 odd, the way that Clef is running it is really interesting with the show blitz. I got to check and see how he's getting those. He's getting a really nice alignment on his corners that are advantageous, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what he's doing there. He might be touching them before he showed blitz, and then he goes, or he might. I'm not sure. He might be individually. He might be on like default alignment, showing blitz, and then individually. I don't know. I'm not sure, but anyway, just something to look at. Really interesting route combo. He keeps going to that one, and that one's just, gosh, it looks so rough. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, that's almost an interception. Bench pivot, whip, drag, good read. See, yeah, I've just never seen him miss a read on this play. And it's like every time he calls this play, he's getting 10 yards. Almost every time. Like, this is his money play. And see, he'll go to this. Like, this is such a... It's like, why are we going to this? Do you throw this streak? Just throw the crosser. I guess that's just the I don't know. I just feel like it's not a great. I get why he calls it, but I feel like he almost calls it too much for what it actually beats. And Kiv's not really running that coverage. Here he's going to go to his version of flood. That's actually crazy. I mean, the fact that that's like, look at this. Kiv's using it. Devin Lloyd is 6'3", by the way. With lurk artists, probably. And they say pick artists and lurk artists saved Madden 25. Like, that's just... Gosh, the fact that you can throw that in this game is insane. It's a good read. It's been a read people have made all year. It's a read that Kiv makes. It's a read that we've seen all year. And it's still a really good read. See, I need to figure out what he's doing on this right here. I really do. So you see how he's got a safety? Like, this is just good alignment. It's definitely base aligned. It's definitely base aligned. There's a nice switch stick onto the flat. And Kiv makes the read fast enough, though. I really want to know what he's doing to get those safeties. Because by having the cornerbacks in the alignment they're in, they're gonna play better than you basically. I don't know that there's really a reason ever to be pressed in this game. Press coverage is not very good in this game. It's not very good in this game, and it's not very good in college football. It's really bad in college football, but it's also not very good in this game either. You almost never see like a top tier defense be pressed this year. It's this right here with the backed off corners, which is also much better for switch sticking. You see, I mean, literally, it's the same shell every time. It's the same shell every daggone time. And he's just screaming out a 3-4 odd. It's almost like he may have called 3 defenses this game. That's how crazy this is. Like, I want to say he's been in the same shell 90% of the game. Just cover 2. Great read by Kiv. Unfortunately, he can't catch. Looks like you need pick artists on your wide receivers, too. All right, so 3rd and 7. I'm just waiting for CLEFF to break Tennessee. So notice what Kiv's going to do. This was that play that CLEFF called the timeout on. So this is it's a cover 2 beater on both sides. So what you have here is this flat defender probably going to go to this little flat route, and then this is going to be open. You could actually throw this inside if these are half zones, and then he's got this fade for this cloud. The other thing that's really good about what he's going to do is this hook. This is a hook curl. It's not a vert hook. You can throw this zig kind of over in this area. So this is a really cool little play. This is out of Motion Sluggo and Bunch Nasty. Watch this little snap. Watch the snap on the left. Watch this. So there's that whip route. Watch. Notice CLEFF was in cover 2. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown on the left side. But 3rd and 7 situation, I think that Kiv just takes his easy throw and gets his first down. But he had a touchdown on the left. And again, these guys, kind of a theme that I want to just continue to bring back to. See, it's show blitz. I don't know how he's keeping those corners back. That's just beautiful that he's able to do that. I got to figure that out. I think it makes 3-4 odd maybe the best defense in the game. Because it's better pressure than 3-4 odd is better. 3-4 odd just has all the pressure styles you want to have. It has the loop blitz. It has send 4 off both sides. It has the edge pressures. It has double edge. It has an overload. Like, it just has a lot. So, okay, he is moving them back. At least right there, he moved them back. I don't think he's been doing that all game, though. He's kind of messed up here. Honestly, his defense is kind of messed up. Ooh. That's insane. That's insane, boys. Look at that. Look at that. Now, to be fair, Kiv did pass lead inside, but that's crazy. That's a crazy read. He's running cover 2 all game. He threw right out of cover 2. Threw a zig right out of flat. It just doesn't matter. I think CLEFF is manually moving the corners back. Watch what's this left. Yeah, good play. Oh, there's a lot going on in this game, but I mean, honestly, CLEFF is kind of just chilling his defense. There's not really a lot of. Yeah, he's moving them. He's definitely moving them. He's moving everybody. Okay, so he is moving these safeties, and he is moving the corners. That's cool. I thought he was, which is part of why he's, pretty much in the same defense every play. Right here, Kiv honestly gets a nice rack catch. So again here, just it's send 4 this time. So you basically have a man up. I want to say this is, I don't know what, I think this is just a deep zone. But then you have this yellow here. And the yellow just, look at this. Yellow, this is how good zones are. Watch this yellow zone. He stands still. Like literally stands still. It might not have been a yellow. It might have been a spy, but I don't think it was. I think it was a yellow. I think it was a vert hook. I really do. Or a hook curl, and just stays right there. Just boom. You pop it at 5, stays at 5. This is a crazy play. This pistol wing flex close. I'm adding this to my arsenal. One of the hardest things to have in any year of Madden college football is red zone, and this has a really, really, really good red zone. Formation or red zone play that you're about to see. I'm surprised that Kiv did not go to trips flex more, because I do feel like trips, like normal flex close and trips flex, are probably the 2 best formations of the game. Oh, we got hummed at. What's the coverage here from CLEFF? This is just 3-4 odds and 7, 2 hook curls that are at 5 yards and hard flat defenders. Not mad at it. Good defense. All right, so let's see what he does here. 2nd and goal. This is a big red zone drive right here. RPO bubble. I like this call from Kiv. CLEFF's just going to sit out there. No way. All right, he's off. Little chess match. Identifier is so good. So pretty much a similar deal. He sent 4, man up the running back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pretty much basically played coverage and the flat just dumbed out, and Kiv got a scramble for a touchdown. This is a crazy game. I don't know why Kiv goes for 2 here. I think he goes for 2 here because in his mind, if he doesn't get it, he's not out of the game. But if he does get it, then it puts pressure on CLEFF to either go for 2. I actually love that play. This needs to be called more for a 2-point conversion, by the way. The reason why is everybody plays hard flats. Like, everybody plays hard flats, and they put these hook curls here. Everybody does this. And what you get is when this is a hard flat, this little throw right here is wide open. Watch, it's a high. It almost looks to me like a high point. CLEFF did exactly what Kiv thought he would do, sent everybody high point possession in the back of the end zone. That's a really nice, really nice red zone combo from Kiv. And now CLEFF, with 4 minutes left in the game, gets the ball in a really interesting spot because probably a little too much time to clock here. You're probably not going to clock this. You're probably just going to try to score quick. And then so that Kiv can't clock you, you're in a really interesting spot offensively here. So we'll kind of see what he ends up doing with this drive. He does only need a field goal to win the game. But I do think that, like, this is just it's just hard to clock. Kiv is back in 3-3-5 odd. Notice the press alignment on the outside. There's that fade. Yeah, I think CLEFF was trying to pop him on the fade. So Kiv is going back to 3-3-5 odd here in this situation. 3-3-5 odd, hot blitz, 3 and 5. Good read by CLEFF. You notice how quick CLEFF is on that read. Like, it's very quick. And it's honestly, I mean, it's, you know, Kiv is really playing aggressive on it. Like, it's a tight, there's very tight windows right now. Here's that setup out of verticals. Wheel, look at that fade. That's a touchdown. Yep, did it to Ramsey. That's exactly what happened. So, okay, this is exactly what happened at halftime. This same thing. So this makes me think it's an outside third, honestly. But this isn't as bad, but it's basically the same exact thing where the taller corner can't turn off press alignment to get back, and it's just a free touchdown for CLEFF. Very nice. And I think CLEFF's going to have to go for 2 here. Let's see what they call. So the way Kiv kind of set this up for himself, he's still not in a bad position because Kiv is in a good position here to be able to go down and score a game-winning touchdown. CLEFF goes for 2 with that bench pivot play. It's a bad animation. Gets a bad animation where Kiv did get a favorable animation on the last drive. And now Kiv is in a perfect position to go down and score. He doesn't have to go for 2. He just kicks field goal. And then he just, you know, Kiv is basically, this is probably the right way to play this too for Kiv. You're going to try to go down. You're going to try to basically clock this entire rest of the game out, and you're just going to try to go win the ball game. Like, that's basically Kiv's mindset. I'm going to score with very little time left on the clock, if not just zeros on the clock, and I'm going to kick a field goal. And, you know, well, I guess you'd technically probably go for 2. Depends on the time on the clock. But anywho, this is this is the idea. So he's going to run the ball a little bit, try to get some clock moving, go to this jet touch pass. Able to get a huge run. It's actually a really big run. Notice he's stopping intentionally. He's trying to take the clock. Okay, he's trying to take as much clock here as he can. He's trying to make sure that CLEFF doesn't get the ball back. And he's also still simultaneously trying to score a touchdown. So it's very tricky and delicate situation, but if done right, he can basically win the game on this, you know, very well win the game on this drive. Good play. He had the tight end again. He's had the tight end both times. And he also has identifier, so it's kind of like, I know CLEFF's over there, so I'm not going to look over there. I'm just going to look over here. Like, I don't know why. The out route maybe is harder to maybe get more inaccurate than I know of, but 2nd and 3, I don't think you need a pass here. I do think this is still a rundown, but he does pass. CLEFF blitzes his entire team and honestly plays really good defense. He blitzes his entire team. He switched it perfectly to the running back, just a step too late, and now Kiv gets that first down. Kiv going to a 5-wide look. CLEFF is probably going to be blitzing everybody also so that he can get the ball back. So he's going to play really aggressive. So you notice here, he's playing super, super aggressive. He's sending 6. I think there he did some 6 there. Almost, because a lot can happen. You send 6, you might get a D-line pick. You send 6, you might force him to have to score with a touchdown. You send 6, you might force an intentional grounding, which then makes it super, a lot easier to play defense. There's a lot of reasons why he's doing this. And this is basically like cover 0. Cover 0 on the left, cover 2 on the right. Yeah, man. Catches that. He could score right here, but he's not gonna. He's just gonna stop. And Kiv is executing this really well. They're both just situationally executing very well. Jet touch pass. Couple yards. This is why I like Eagles. I think Eagles is probably the best offense. It just has a lot of different ways to attack the defense. If you guys want to get any of my ebooks, they're in the school community. $10 gets you access to everything over there. All of the ebooks, all for college and for Madden. That will be linked in the description. Notice that CLEFF is manually bumping the slot receiver. Why is he manually bumping the slot receiver? Because you can't put the tight end on a route or you will get yelled at. Now, to be fair, if we know he's blitzing 6, 7 people, why don't we just put the tight end on a streak? Well, because we're also still trying to take some clock. So it's just a delicate situation. And you're seeing it being handled that way. So block tight end. And there again, CLEFF's trying to give him a touchdown. Gets screamed at on that left side. Did he send 7? Yep, sent 7 there. So that's the counter to the block tight end, is to send 7. He does send 7 there. The running back is open. He is getting screamed at. Has 2 players open. Just can't get it out. Can't get the block quick enough. And now we get a 3rd and 3. So one of the biggest situations of the game. CLEFF knows he's going to block his tight end, and then he sends 7. Like this part from Kiv, you can go this cheap motion. And really what Kiv is looking for here is no, he's not going to go to the cheap motion. All right, he's going to go over here. Whip. Yeah, it gets sent 7 again. CLEFF sent 7 again. And that's like really good defense by CLEFF, sending 7 there. And honestly, Kiv is... I just don't think... I think right there, Kiv didn't think that CLEFF was going to send 7 again. And that's probably why he blocked his tight end. CLEFF is in a... I don't know what this... this is still 3-4 odd. It's just... I don't know what he's doing on the left side. Kind of moved that guy out there. Man, that's a terrible... Right here, this is a case of like pressure bust pipes. CLEFF sent 7 twice in a row. Got instant pressure on Kiv. Right here, right here. If you send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you send 6, if he blocks his tight end, none of this comes in. None of this comes in. The trick with 3-4 odd and why the defense is good is if these guys are here. The mugged linebackers are what make the defense so good. Him moving this guy out here, you'll watch the blitz. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. He sent 4. Okay. So automatically Kiv has time, right? He's not really getting screamed at. He kind of bad pocket, kind of got shedded a little bit, but it kind of just, I think Kiv anticipated pressure. He got pressure several times that drive and he just anticipated pressure. He did not get pressure. He got coverage. This is why mixing the two is so good. And in the biggest play of the game, CLEFF changes up, throws a change up. Coverage he hasn't ran all game long. Gets the stop and gets the W. Pretty much he's going to have to get a first down. But CLEFF comes out on top in a crazy game. All time. One of the best Madden games we've seen all time. By far the best game of the year so far in the MCS. A really good game between 2 really good competitors. CLEFF is in Falcons, so he's got eye close with the stretch. Not a great run. Good run, not a great run. Going to get a couple yards. Kiv does have all 3 timeouts, so you have to get a first down here. And Kiv, as you see, is in 3-4 odd himself now. Going to be sending the crib at him. And, oops, I apologize. I messed that up. Let me back this up. Let's catch that second down play. And CLEFF wisely takes a sack, it looks like. So you don't want to throw it away here. You've got to force Kiv to take timeouts because Kiv ultimately, you could be in a situation where you punt the ball back to Kiv because he needs a touchdown. He doesn't need just field goal. Anyway, Kiv gets instant A gap pressure, which is kind of crazy. DTA gap, and gets a sack. 3rd and 15. If you're CLEFF, 1 dot for your life, or run the ball and take the timeout. That's kind of your choice. I guess if you don't like what you like or what you get, you just take a sack. Kiv's going to be in 3 for odd, probably sitting in the crib. As you see, when they need a stop, they get in 3 for odd. Probably a reason for that. Going to go to this cover 2 beater on the left side. Got the tight end streak. Corner out. Nope. He does pick it up with a blocked running back, which is crazy. In or out will be open for a first down. KO. He does not get KO'd. He gets a catch. Finally, an animation goes his way. And CLEFF is going to move on to the finals in one of the best games I've seen in a long time. Definitely game of the year for Madden 24, 5, 4, whatever Madden we are in. Madden 25. And Kiv, class act. Love watching him. Love watching CLEFF. These guys are really good players. And a lot to be learned in this video. You could watch this video again and again and again and learn something every time. So, kind of a product of 2 players that have very systematic approaches to the game, and they put the change-ups in at the right time, made the right plays at the right time, and CLEFF comes out on top. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys want to get better at Madden, learning of my stuff, it's all in our school community. I got stuff for college, stuff for Madden. It's only $10 to sign up there, and you learn everything that I know about both games.